A guy lug attachment is the lug welded to the stack where the guy wires will be attached. There are an unlimited number of ways in which engineers attach guy wires to a stack, and it is not possible for us to address every option. We have provided the most common styles that we have seen. If one of our available styles of guy lug do not represent your situation, then you would specify none and then manually design this connection outside of the software. Start by selecting the type of guy lug that you wish to use. There are basically two variations. One has a single stiffening ring at the top and the other has two stiffening rings, one at the top and the other at the bottom. We will go through the single, select the guy lug type as single. Now click the Standard button and this will automatically populate all entries with the typical values that are used. In the upper right corner, you will see a generic diagram of the single guy lug. Below that is a scale 2-dimensional drawing representing the values currently specified. These values are dynamically updated based upon the values you enter. Next, there is a Settings button which launches the same settings that we could specify on the guy wire window, and we discussed these settings on the guy wire video. Next, select the material. The hardware dimensions are based upon standard hardware values used in industry, but there may be special cases where those dimensions are not accurate for a specific situation. In those rare cases, click the Override button and you can manually specify these values. These are primarily used for dimensional check provided by the software to make sure the hardware can physically attach to the guy lug with acceptable clearances. Next, you will find all of the dimensions that define the guy lug. The graphics on the right help understand what each parameter represents. Generally, it is advisable to have a stiffening ring and reinforcement band behind the lug. If for some reason you don't want one or both of these, then you specify 0 for either RT or RT1 as desired. In most instances, when the stress checks are performed, then you will find that the guy lug is not meeting stress requirements if these are removed, but this is how you can remove them if desired. At the bottom is an option to print form. This is used to make a single engineering sketch that communicates these dimensions to another party, such as a CAD operator. When you click, it sends the current form to a printer, or you could select a PDF printer if you have one installed. It is generally designed to print in landscape format, and you may need to go to the advanced settings for your printer to scale it to fit to the page as desired. We have gone through a single guy lug type, but the exact same procedure can be followed for a double guy lug type. Finally, at the bottom, there are all of the typical options for help, save, and cancel.